What do you have?
Thanks, Jeff and Hassan, and let's talk about that in just a bit, and sort of more about diagnosis. And let's bring in now Joan Wangari. Joan Wangari is back there. Just pass the microphone to Joan back there, and just give us a bit of your story. And how did you find out, Joan?
Okay, my name is Joan Wangari. I'm a pancreatic cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2011. At first, I didn't know what was happening because I didn't feel pain. I was having symptoms such as weight loss, jaundice, and bloatness. And one of the symptoms that made me go to the hospital was the itching, especially here at the palm of my hands. I used to itch a lot to an extent that I used to scratch myself on a wall. So I decided to go to a chemist nearby. I bought some pills, but the itching didn't go away. It persisted, so I decided to go to a hospital. At first, even the hospital didn't diagnose me. They misdiagnosed me. At first, they told me it was hepatitis C, and therefore, I went to different hospitals, and one of them decided to do some tests because the itching was too bad. I even wished it was pain because I could not sleep at night. I even turned black because of the effect of itching. I even started to develop some sore, and it was too much. So when I went to a certain hospital, they told me to go for an ultrasound. That's when they discovered that I had a mass on my pancreas. Yeah, and immediately I was told that I had to go for further tests. I did a test called FNA and another CT scan, MRI, and they came to a conclusion that I had pancreatic mass. And I was told to go for surgery immediately. I was put on surgery. I was living at the Mombasa, at the coast, so they were not able to perform the surgery there, so I was transferred to Nairobi. That's when I did surgery. It was a 6-hour surgery at Nairobi Hospital. Yeah.
Naam, pole sana, na tuna imani kwa bado wewe ni shujaa na unazidi kupambana. Nasema ni mtihani ule wa saratani ya kongosho ambayo anapitia dada yetu, lakini kila kitu kitakuwa sawa kwa imani, jitihada na ushirikiano kutoka kwa jamii. Tanije kwa Nancy. Maana Nancy historia yake ni tofauti, nataka umpitishie kipaza sauti. Kwa wakati ambapo mwanzo, pole kabisa kwamba uliweza kupoteza mtoto, na kwa sababu tueleze tu ni wakati gani ulijua kwamba mtoto wako alikuwa na saratani, na ilikuwa mwaka gani, na je sababu zilikuwa zipi?
Asante sana Rashid. My name is Nancy. This was in 2018 that my son had, at first he started limping, and he kept on complaining of pain, of like a piercing pain on the knee. So at first I took him to hospital. He was misdiagnosed. I was told maybe he might have hit himself somewhere, and we didn't know. So we went back home. Then the following day he went to school. He fell. He like missed a stair and fell. Then he was taken to hospital because I was at work. So that hospital, by the time I was reaching there, they already had a cast on his leg. So I told them, it's fine. We are waiting for the leg to heal, which it didn't heal. It took like 3 months. Taking him back, there was nothing. Then I remember then I had a friend who was orthopedic surgeon whom I called and consulted. But then when I was telling her about the symptoms, he referred me. He told me to go to a doctor in Nairobi Hospital, which by getting there, we were told that there's something eating up. That was first of all, that is what the doctor told me, that there's something eating up the bone. It's not broken. There's something in the bone that is eating up the bone, because there was a session that there was no bone, it was just flesh. So then we were told to do a biopsy. So from that biopsy, when they were admitting my son, that's when I heard the nurses saying that whatever is there, it's cancer. That is what they assumed. Until I got mad at the nurse, because I was like, why would you even say such a thing? How can my son get cancer? Because then I believed cancer was for the rich. And after the biopsy, I think 21 days, that's when I was told my son had cancer. Yes.
Dr. Wanda, Dulce there, who's an oncologist right there. Daktari, you've heard that so many cases of misdiagnosis. Why is that?
I think that's a question that is multifactorial. So one of the things that happens is the index of suspicion among health workers. And that is a gap that the government is trying to deal with so that health workers are informed of the need to have a high index of suspicion. That is one. Two, the other thing that causes misdiagnosis is the fact that some of the hospitals don't have basic services that could help make a diagnosis. Some biopsy services, a pathology lab, and those gaps make it difficult to diagnose cancer. Because just seeing an image that looks like there is a tumor is not a diagnosis of cancer until when you're able to take a piece of that tumor, look at it under the microscope and confirm that there is cancer. That is very key, and that lacks in some of the facilities. So I think what needs to happen is to have many facilities having that, and also having health workers having a high index of suspicion.
Na wewe pengine daktari, wanataka kusikiza kisa kidogo tu cha Pius hapa ambaye anazungumza kuhusu kilichompata mke wake ambaye sasa hivi anapambana na saratani ikiwa katika stage ya. Tueleze labda pengine mwanzo mlitibu nini na baadaye mkajua nini?
Kwa majina naitwa Pius Obuka. Mimi ni caregiver Maximela Onyango ambapo ni bibi yangu. Alianza ugonjeka mwaka 2019 na uvimbe sehemu za siri. Tukienda kwa hospitali tulikuwa tunaambiwa kwamba ni uvimbe ambapo wachi iwe kubwa watakata, wanampatia tembe Busia. Inapoa, inakaa, inarudi, naende hivi hivyo. Kufikia mwaka jana mwezi wa 11, hiyo uvimbe ikaanza kutoa damu mingi sana. Akaenda Busia kwa Daktari Lilian na Wire, wakachukua hiyo samples wakapeleka Eldoret kupima, ikakaa mpaka Januari wakaleta majibu, wakatuita wakatuambia kwamba ni kansa na tumekuwa booked kwenda Eldoret. Kwenda Eldoret ikapatikana kwamba ni cervical cancer stage 4B. Daktari akaanza kutuuliza kama kansa iko kwa familia. Ikasemekana kwamba bibi yangu mama yake alikufa kansa, ango yake alikufa kansa. Tukaambiwa kwamba hata msichana yote ambapo tuko naye aende apimwe kansa. Jua hiyo kitu ni inheritance. Ilikuwa kasi ngumu kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe sina kazi, mimi ni hoka. Bibi amepatikana na kansa, family imekuwa divided. Wengine wanasema ni uchawi ambapo si kansa. Nikabaki peke yangu, imekuwa kasi ngumu. Okay. Watoto wanafaa ende shule, kazi hakuna, matibabu ya kansa ni very expensive.
Labda pia basi kukatiza. Baada ya ushauri wa daktari kwamba labda uangalie mtoto mlimpeleka mkampima, mna mpango wa kumpeleka mpime mjue hali ya mtoto ama bado hamja?
Tuliambia mtoto kwamba aenda apimwe lakini akaogopa, akasema anaweza apimwe onekana ako nayo, akaogopa kwenda, akakataa.
All right.
Hakwenda.
And on that note, let's bring in now the expert studio where Nimrod Tabu and Victoria Rubiriri are standing by to give us more answers on why there's so many cases of misdiagnosis, and by the time you're diagnosed properly, it is probably quite an advanced stage. Vicky, Nimrod?